Welcome to Uncle Taylor's Unchained universe. Strap in for some content palooza.
Hey everybody, welcome to Uncle Taylor's Unchained Universe. I'm your host, Uncle Taylor. It is wonderful to be here Sunday the 14th of August, 7:35 p.m. in the evening. Let me tell you, we're going out of winter, so I'm noticing that my balls are sweating a lot more, so it's not the most pleasant exit of winter. So, it's an annual check for you fat fellas out there. If she be sweating, you be fungal infection. No, not really. But anyway, anyway, long story short, wear step one underwear to save the balls. Save the balls, my friends. Fuck. Anyway, we're keeping this in. That was dreadful. With always, I've got the boys with me. Uncle Jesse and Jackson is returning. Uncle Jackson is back from his COVID Brisbane holiday. Boys, good evening to you.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Very good, mate. How you going?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Been a bit of a long time since I've been here with you guys.
Oh no, it's been a minute. Been a minute. You know, the fucking best, highest rated episodes. No, I'm joking, Jacko. It is good to have you back. Jesse, how are you going, mate?
I'm good, mate. Just to reiterate on the whole ball sack stuff, as the weather gets warmer, my ball sacks seem to be dropping a little bit more. They're not as shriveled up into my stomach, so that's good news. Things are coming along well. It's dropping
That's
down
good.
nicely in conjunction with the season. So check on your balls.
Exactly. Kings and queens.
Check
Get
on
them
your
all
balls,
checked out.
kings. Check on your
Yes,
balls,
kings.
kings.
Just get them all checked out, buddy. That's how we
Yeah,
do it
bro.
around here.
No, that's
No,
actually,
good, mate.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. All
Good. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Now, I'll tell you what, we're going to start this off a little bit differently. I actually saw Al. He was back at work, feeling better, which is wonderful. You know, he heard our shout out and was very happy to have been shouted out on a podcast this past week. But I think we might dive in because I've been itching to get these questions out and into the open. So if it's all the same for you blokes, I'd love to get these questions up here.
Get into it.
So this is gonna be random order. This is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick them as I see them. From what I want to hear most to what I don't want to hear most. And with all respect, Al, of course, but some of these questions I think we'll have a lot longer answers. So the first one I'm going to start off with: why is ScoMo the best prime minister we've ever had? And I'm looking at you, Jackson, for a response. I want to hear why he is the best prime minister we have ever had. The best, not the worst, not ScoMo. ScoMo, the best.
Yeah, I might know if I completely disagree with the question.
Simply the best, the best,
you have to,
the best.
Yeah, you have to give an answer. As a political candidate, as a political wannabe, you have to give some compliments to ScoMo, as they would expect you to do if you made it into the fucking, into talking about your fucking party leader or your opposition. So tell me, why is ScoMo the best that we have right now, or that we have had, I should say?
Oh God. I've got next to no compliments for him.
Okay.
I think I'm going to say it outright. He's the worst prime minister we've ever had.
No, Jackson,
he destroyed the economy.
Jackson,
completely destroyed it. He fucked up everything.
Can't even have. Here's
I don't
the thing.
have a single nice thing to say about
Jackson.
him. He is absolutely terrible.
Jackson's retardation doesn't let him know what sarcasm is, but that's okay. You can't go with the joke because he's not quick on his feet. Come on, Jacko, it's a joke.
No, yeah.
Okay, you know what? Here we go. I'll make this.
Well, there is one good thing he did, which was when he lost the election, he moved to the back bench and stopped being the leader of the Liberal Party. That's something he did right.
Last time I checked, we went through all these flooding and that. Where was Albanese, bro? He wasn't here. He was on holidays. Like, get fucked, Albanese.
He wasn't on holidays at all.
Yeah, he was. He was overseas. Get fucked.
He was overseas. He was called out to
having a fucking
Ukraine
holiday
and other places to,
well, here I was.
Relations.
Here I was swimming my way through West Gosford looking for my fucking brother in the fucking howling rain. Unfortunately, he was at fucking Ettalong, but that's okay. I was still looking for him in the waters of West Gosford, Jackson. Here's the list of why ScoMo, and now this is for you, baby. This is why ScoMo was the best prime minister we've ever had. Proud Shark supporter, Christian at Hillsong Church. Man, fuck me, man. The man is the GOAT. GOAT. He's the fucking best. He donates to the fucking Christian party. He overlooks all these things that went wrong. He brought our budget back up into the green, and Labor's taking it straight back down the bottom. That's the kind of stuff we're dealing with here. I swear to God, this is how it is, son. What do you reckon?
Not to mention, he shit himself in a McDonald's, and he never faltered once.
That's
so
the
good
best
on him.
one. Yeah,
Good on him.
He shit himself in Engadine McDonald's. That's the best one we got.
Good on him. He's a top bloke. Fucking love the bloke.
Next
Okay,
question.
now that we've established why he is the best prime minister that this country's ever had and ever will have, and there should be statues built of him. If Jackson was to die tomorrow, if we were to die tomorrow, for a last meal, what would you have? What would your ideal last meal be? And if you say fucking tuna bake, Jackson, I'm ending this fucking podcast early. Are you wearing is Jackson wearing his leather jacket?
Oh, he's edgy. Fucking edgy.
I love it. He's gotta be cool. Get in, get on my track. Okay, good night. What would your last meal be?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm going to think on that. I'll let one of you guys answer. I'll come straight back to you.
Okay.
Well,
What would you go for, Jesse?
I'd go for like your classic, traditional Christmas fucking feast. So like all that good shit, like your roast beefs, your roast chickens, your prawns, or anything like that. So like a big all you can eat sort of thing. And I'd be like, serve that up to me, give me everything, and I'll fucking chow down on that. That would be my last thing.
Okay.
All right,
Cool. I would go for you saw Macca's? You'd go Macca's?
Nah, fuck that. No.
I would go for the skin of the 4 kids. No, I would go for I'm on death row, bro. I'm dying tomorrow. No, I would honestly go for a fucking really good fucking high vegetable fucking pad see ew. I had it last night for dinner. I fucking love that dish. I mean, it's whatever the one that doesn't have nuts in it. If it's pad see ew or pad thai, whatever the fucking one that has.
You're gonna fucking die anyway, mate. So who gives a shit?
He gives a fuck. Let's just shit it all out and fucking
have those nuts.
That's the kind of shit we look for. But yeah, I think it's pad see ew. Very, very average. It'd be that, or if I couldn't get my hands on pad see ew, Grand Angus burger with an extra fucking Angus patty on top.
I know you love your fucking Grand Angus burgers, bro. The amount of filthy burger runs.
So good. It's so fucking good. All right, Jacko, you've had your time.
Yeah, I've got an answer. It's would be similar to Jesse, but it'd be roast pork instead. Like I find roast pork with crackling is probably my last meal with like some roast veggies and that, like all the trim-ins.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice, I like that. Slightly off topic, Jacko, behind your shoulder there on your screen, the other shoulder, just say something the screen goes on you so I can see you. So I can't.
What?
There you go. Tell me, Jesse, on the left-hand side of where Jackson's head is, so this side of the screen, does it look like the carpet's moist, or is it the shadow overlaying it?
It looks kind of like as if you were like, how you have that material. I've got a blanket here, and like you press on it.
And
draw on it. Looks like that sort of material.
I thought ScoMo was just fucking coming on the carpet. Anyway,
Probably.
Let's move on from ScoMo and how he's the best. The next one. What conspiracy theory do you believe? And mind you, just to remind people halfway through, we haven't heard these questions. Well, I've read them, but these two boys have not read it or heard it or anything like that apart from the teaser we had. So, what conspiracy theory do
I believe?
Now, if we could only edit tinfoil hats on ourselves here, this would be easy.
Bro, I don't even I need to think of some conspiracy theories because I'm off the top of my head, I can't even think of any.
Well, I've got one, which is that 9/11 was planned by the US government, and the planes didn't cause it to tumble. It was bombs already detonated in the building.
That's juicy.
Jet fuel doesn't burn steel beams.
Fuck. I got one. I think it's a big conspiracy theory about who dropped the urinal juice in the urinal. If you know what I'm talking about, Taylor. The urinal
juice. Oh, you mean
It's
who
because he
took a
bought up.
dookie?
Yeah, he took a dookie in the urinal. It's because he brought up the 9/11 reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel that one.
He
I feel
bought the
that one.
9/11. Yeah. I thought it was clever.
One I really believe is that well, there's actually two I really strongly believe. Hitler didn't kill himself and he got
Oh,
away to
right.
Argentina.
It's funny, that one actually came to my head, but I actually don't know if I believe that one. Like there's
I don't know. There's a lot of evidence.
There's so
bro.
many things and evidence, but like in the fact that they never actually found his remains or anything like that.
Yeah, that's it. That's the reason why. And the second one would be we didn't land on the moon first. In terms of like America didn't land on the moon when they did. They did every other time. I just don't think that they actually did it back in the late 60s. Yeah, 1969, I think, wasn't it? 1969, 1970, something like that. Something.
Well, mine isn't actually a conspiracy theory. It's I think a lot of people would kind of
69.
agree with me, but it's like the what is it, the Luna Park ghost train fire? How it was like conspired by this guy who wanted to fucking buy it or something like that. And he
Oh yeah, I heard about this one.
it was like a big documentary on it, mate. Yeah, so I believe that because there was
You believe that shit?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of evidence, bro, on that. You should check it out. It's a documentary on it. It's really fucked up. But yeah, probably the ghost train fire. The fact that I think it was Abe Saffron or something like that. But they reckon he did it. Yeah,
that's cooked. That's very fucking cooked. I like it.
Yeah.
Now we've got two more. What music artist / band, regardless of era, would you have loved to have seen live? Now I think we've been asked this one before, if I recall. But regardless of
we were
everything,
asked what our favourite genre and what our favourite artist was, but I don't think we've been asked which one we would like to perform.
That's got to be it then. So, who would you have loved to see live then? In that case, perform live, regardless of era. I would have loved to have heard a deaf Mozart. Thank you. But anyway, no, I don't know, because that's how he was talking at the end of it. No, that's not funny. It's not a joke. It's true. He went deaf. He was deaf.
I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at your impression. I'll put that out there.
Sorry. Is it because I'm not Austrian? Is that what it is? I went to the town Mozart lived in. They sell Mozart chocolates based on him. That's how I knew he existed, because of the chocolates that the wife likes. Jesse. Yeah.
So regardless of era, does that mean like could be
in their I guess you could say.
So it could be whatever era that they were in, like their prime, could be like 80s or something like that, or 90s.
Yeah.
Like all right. I'm gonna go Queen.
Oh, you beat me.
I'm gonna go Queen in the 80s. Live Aid.
Look.
I'm gonna go Live Aid because it was his last one. Wasn't
it? Whose last one? Freddie.
Wasn't it Freddie's last one?
No, God no.
Oh fuck.
They had kind of Magic tour, and that ended in after Wembley. They had one more. They had one more performance. It was a 2-day, and then they had one more performance, and that was his last live performance just after the Wembley Stadium, the 2 sellout Wembley Stadium, the old Wembley Stadium, I should say.
I'd go Live Aid because they had other people on that as well, so I'd go Live Aid.
Yeah, no, good, that's good. I'd see a Meatloaf in his prime just after Battle of the Hell first one came out. I would have paid every dollar back in the late 70s to see that masterpiece live, because they performed, I think, 5 songs off their album and covered 2, and then had Jim Steinman do his own shit, and it was would have been unreal to see it. So that's mine off the bat. What about yours, Jackson? Let me guess. Michael Bublé, Frank Sinatra, or Anthony Collier? Am I halfway on?
No, actually.
Okay. Here we go.
Mine was going to be Matchbox 20, actually. Mine was going to be.
I like that. That's a good one. Yeah. That is a good one, Jackson.
I'm trying to remember the name of the album. It's the one like 3 AM and Real World and all that's on.
The best-selling album, basically.
Yeah. But around the time that was, if they went on tour around that time, would have loved to watch that.
It would be called.
I'm trying to think. I can see it because it's got
Yourself or Someone Else Like You. I think it's called. Yeah, Yourself or Someone Like You.
Yeah, there we go.
Their first album. That's their first album. They had 4 fucking hit singles out of it.
Yeah, right. Perfect.
Unreal. Unfucking real. So I'll cop that. I like that one. And just in the interest of the podcast and timing and all that kind of stuff, he's asked us here, top 5 movie TV show quotes of all time.
Ooh.
I know what my number
Now-
one is.
Pardon?
I know what my first one is, but I don't know what the rest are going to be.
What's your first one?
Mine is, it's off Predator. If it bleeds, we can kill it. I love that.
That's a
fucking
good one.
line. It's a good one.
That's a good one. Mine more recently has to be Big Mouth. And the first episode, I'm coming. Not yet. That's when we go to the bathroom, sweetheart. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That it has to be South Park, Carmen. Yes, you guys, I'm getting in. That's the second one.
Just get
that,
another
check
big
my
mouth
daughter.
one that you normally quote.
Oh my God, no! So that's 4.
Not that
That's
one.
Mola.
No, I know what
That's
one.
not
I
the
know
one
what
yet.
I know what one you're referring
Which,
to.
which one is it?
yeah.
Which one is it?
Oh, you the fucking Gestapo?
That one.
Oh. That's the best one. I'll tell you what. Out of those 4 I've already said, I reckon that's my favorite one. Hold up, pause. Do you jack off before bed? Who are you, the fucking Gestapo? Sorry, it's been a real stressful day. I love John Mulaney. That's it. I'd have his baby. Sorry, Olivia. I would have his child. Birth him out my butt. Let's do it. See, that's probably Uncle Taylor's top 5 that come to my head. I'm not going to do a Phil Dogs and just say that Uncle Taylor's the best because I thought of him last. Out of a scrambled mix, that's probably the most 5 I use.
I've got another one. So if any of you seen Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it?
I have actually, yeah.
So it's when he chucks the fucking steam thing at him and he goes, blow off some steam, Bennett. And he's like got the steam coming out of his fucking stomach and shit.
Is Commando the one where he fucking also says, "Remember when I said I'd kill you last?"
Yeah, that's
I
another
lied.
one. I'm chucking that one in there as well.
That's a
number
good
3.
one. I can do a better impersonation. Hang on, I need to get this right because I do Arnold all the time. And the key to doing Arnold, I'm just taking the headphones off so I can't hear shit. The key to it is to really like fuck your throat up here and you say, I remember when I said I'd kill you last? I lied. I'm Arnold. That's it. That's what you're gonna say. If he just walked into the fucking set of a movie, right, and just went, hello, how you doing? I'm Arnold. That's it. That's a #1 box office hit. That's why him and Jay Lang made that fucking movie, Twins, right?
Yeah, it's true. Fucking hit that one. Yeah.
Fucking look at you, you're so small, little boy. I'm gonna pick you up and throw you. Boom, you're dead. That's him. I love him. I just love the idea of this German. Is he Austrian or German? Austrian. This big fucking Austrian, like, coming over here. If he ever came over here in his prime, and I was there at the gym going, 1, 2, walk him. 1001, Arnold. 1002. Look at you, you fat fuck. Like, you need to fucking lift. What are you doing? Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna go kill myself now. Fucking fuck me. You're gonna bash me. You're gonna cuck me. Anyway, I've taken this off the track. Jackson, Jesse, sorry. Continue, boys.
Fuck.
What quotes you guys got?
Well, I've got probably all of mine are probably from the movie Norbit. Probably they're the ones I use the most frequently.
Worst fucking movie.
Oh, I hate that fucking film.
Worst fucking movie.
They're the most.
No.
That's what
Jackson,
I quote the most.
No.
Well, okay.
No.
What are they? Chuck them our way. What do you got?
That's probably one of them.
Is how you doing is the first one. They're mostly Respucia quotes. Then I'm gonna show you how bitch go down a slide. Then you got I hope you broke your ass, which is when he fell over the trash cans, and Terry goes, "Hope you broke your ass," And what's it? I don't weigh no damn 300 pounds. I weigh 165. How you doing? Is another one that I tend to use. What's the 5th one? I'll come back for the 5th one.
Come on, give us the 5th one, Jacko. You know you want to dish it out.
Well, the other one I normally quote is well, it's not really a quote; it's more an impression that I do. But is
oh, okay. Uncle Taylor's exclusive. Is it? No, hang on. Is this the Donald Duck one?
Yes.
Oh, no, actually, I don't want that on camera. Actually, I don't. Okay, if you do
Fair
Donald, I'll
enough.
do Goofy. Go ahead.
Alright. There you go.
I'm ready. Go
That's,
ahead.
I just did a mini
you
one,
do?
but I was like,
It was what?
What?
I can't hear you.
I can't hear anything.
What are you
Yeah.
deep throating something?
That's what I thought. That's what I
What was it?
thought.
What are you giving birth? We can't hear you.
you can't hear it.
No.
No,
The fuck?
Do it loud,
I'm
do
going
it
like
loud,
right
do
into
it
the
loud.
mouth, right into the mic.
that's probably why, because you're fucking
Yeah.
distorting it too hard.
Oh,
Just do
right,
it where you
maybe.
are.
So
There we go. That's me saying hello in Donald Duck's voice.
Yeah.
there was nothing there, Jacko.
Fucking
Really?
fuck.
Fucking this guy works in fucking IT and can't even fucking organize his mic to do a Donald Duck impression. Jackson, so come here. Bring back. Go. See, because you know what it
Make
is.
me laugh if I do that.
You do it so softly. That's the problem. It could be that. No. All our viewers are going to see right now is you pretending to be Donald Duck as a mime. That's it.
Yeah.
That or when
okay.
you're over here. You know, like that.
We need to
Okay.
double fucking. We need some bit of double hand action.
Yeah, gosh, I killed them all. God, I killed it. Killed it. Mickey. Mickey, come get me the course, best lawyer. Gosh, said he was a murder. Really? Fucking Alex Jones and Goofy. Fucking they got fined 50 million for saying all that bad shit they did on the internet. Guys, it's a red flag attack.
You know what I'm doing? I'm clipping this. I'm clipping this for sure. As soon as it comes out, I'm clipping that. That's fucked. You're fucked.
Gosh, Donald. Donald. Anyway. Fuck me, Jackson. You know what you could do to rectify all this? Insert this here. Insert your Donald Duck impression here.
Yeah.
So, for those who just watched Jackson deep throat a ghost, you'll be able to see the next segment of him going as Donald Duck.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if it actually comes through on the video. It just didn't come through on the audio.
Mate, if it didn't come through here, anyone on Jesse's, there's no possible chance.
Yeah.
No,
Do it
fair
one more time. I'll turn my volume up all together. Everyone be
Oh,
quiet
man.
because you're going to deafen me. Go, Jackson. Do it now. Very, 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 very subtly.
I could not fucking hear that.
Just the fucking, just
No, okay, really?
Yeah.
just very faintly. So I reckon you don't do it loud enough.
Maybe not. Maybe.
That's all right, mate. That's all right.
Here's what it is.
Cool. That was fun. I swear to God, I've gone off the deep end here. I'm fucking
Off the rails. Uncle Taylor off the rails.
Goofy. Gosh, school bus. Get Grand Canyon. Oh man, I could do that much bad shit around Goofy. He's fucked. And Goofy's like the silent kid, like a Rain Man, except killing people. I love Goofy, but I just sometimes see him go 21, 21. Gosh, I'm 21. My brother's keeper fucking get Tom Cruise to jump in and jump on my bed and break it. Get fucked. Okay.
We need to change the description for this one just to like Taylor's Disney Hour or something.
Uncle Taylor's fucking cooked seminar on how to do Goofy.
Isn't it? It's not Disney, is it? Is it?
Yeah,
Wait,
Disney.
No, Goofy is Disney. No, I was thinking of
Goofy.
something else. I was thinking of fucking Nick. I don't know why I was thinking of Nickelodeon for some reason.
Yeah, no, you're right. Nickelodeon's still good though.
A bit cooked.
I can do a really good, and like here's the thing, right? You have a lot of time. You drive to work. When I did drive to work, 2 hours each way every fucking day. That's a lot of time in the car on your own. So I come up with these little fucking analogies sometimes, and I'm pretty good with them. And I'll share a couple of them with you now before we go into the actual podcast, and I ask how the fuck you guys are going. Is a clown just without the makeup on? In regards to, maybe someone being a bit of a sook, oh, mate, you're just a clown without makeup, get fucked, Example one. I got a really good Ren impression from Ren and Stimpy. Do you guys know the show Ren and Stimpy?
Certainly do.
Stimpy, you idiot! That's the only thing I can do. I don't know what it is. I just love it.
Well, there's one that you used to always say, which was champagne tastes on a beer budget. That's one you used to
I've heard
always
that.
say.
I forget where I heard that one though, because that's most common. Champagne taste on a beer budget.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll grab that bottle of yellow wine for $6, please. Yeah, champagne taste on a beer budget, like that. Good on you. There's another one I fucking used to say as well. Really, like a fucking shitload. No. A new one I used to say, and I'll stop it here because I feel really bad for listeners. If you listen to the podcast and you made it in this far, thanks. You couldn't perform well even if you had Viagra.
That's a good one.
I'm saying that lately in regards to the football teams. Like Manly today lost to the Titans. Oh, fuck, didn't they play shit ass? Yeah, mate, they did. They couldn't perform well even on Viagra. That's just something I thought about, and I thought it was funny. So anyway, there you go. Thank you very much, Al. Thank you very much for your questions. You've opened the doorway that I cannot escape from now. Thank you very much. So on to the rest of the podcast, boys. So Jacko just got back from Brisbane, which was nice. Jackson did our editing as well for last week's episode, even though he was not in it. So, again, big thank you and shout out to Jackson. There's two things that I want to ask you, Jacko. Number one, did you see how quick the video started and ended and started again after it rendered the Zoom video?
I saw that. I don't know how you go for like saving and stuff like that, but I actually, in that couple of minutes, I'll render it and then I'll also put it into the program I use to edit. So that way it's already loaded in the program. So that's the extra.
I think that's your first problem. I think don't do it again this time and then just let it just render and then kick straight off. See how it goes. Might help you.
Yeah, right.
Because you've got a much more expensive computer than I do, and mine did it fucking like lickety split.
Yeah.
So that's the first one. The second one, Jacko. What did you think of last week's episode? As a listener for the first time, who was not involved in the podcast, unbridled opinion. How much of the episode did you skip?
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing because I was editing the whole thing. So I listened to the whole thing.
Okay, so talk to us about
I noticed that somehow I didn't have to edit a single thing really. Like most of that was all just the whole raw footage, like unedited. I think I had to make one change, and that was just to like move audio into like because it had somehow moved like between the two audio files, it had moved slightly by about half a second. So it was like you were mouthing and then talking happened like a second later. So I just had to fix that. That was it.
Nice, man.
That was pretty good. Yeah. So, but other than that, yeah, I know it was like a lot of sports talk. And that,
Is that what it thrilled you?
It all seemed, free flowing and all that. So there was no. Yeah,
nice.
I thought it was fine. Yeah.
Good. I like hearing that. So what's going on last week? Jacko's been off for the last week. He's been the most busiest man in our group. So Jacko, your last week, what does that entail, sir?
Last week or the time between podcasts?
I mean, usually it's Sunday to Sunday, Jacko. For the last week, that's 7 days. The last time I checked. So,
well, came back from
Brisbane.
Came back from Brisbane. Spent time with family, and then did a whole bunch of stuff for the Labor Party here on the Central Coast, and did a few different things. But yeah, other than that, just a fair bit of relaxing, bit of Xbox with you. Bit of everything.
1 day, but yes, 1 day of Xbox. That was nice out of the 7.
Yeah, but good. Then when you were at work, I was also on. Like I went on, I think 4 days during the week. I was on No Man's Sky.
Yeah, we will get to that soon as well. We will talk about No Man's Sky. Nice, man. Cool, mate. Sounds like you've had a good little week. Good little, R&R. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Jesse, what about yourself, bud?
Mate, sweet fuck all, to be honest, bro. Sweet fuck all. Just bowling with you boys on Wednesday night. Other than that,
You
I've
know,
just been chilling.
I'm enjoying this new Jesse coming back to bowling. I've got to be fucking honest with you. This is refreshing. It was refreshing to see Jackson here as well, but that was quite scary seeing Jackson turn up for the first time. Jackson, did you get in touch with him about the ball, mate?
Yeah, I did. So basically, look, the bag wasn't found, so they're giving me a new one, so it's ready to pick up on Wednesday.
Oh, that's how was that?
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
they said they definitely remember me bringing the ball, the ball in the bag. So they said, right, they said, because we can't find it, we'll just have one here waiting for you at the desk. Come and pick it up on Wednesday. So I'm like, yep, sweet.
There you go.
Perfect, mate. How good's that? That's a good
Yeah.
little win, Jacko. I told you to get sorted out, didn't I?
You did, you did.
And you know, you just gotta breathe. I mean, listen to this for you boys out there and you girls that listen out there and your non-binaries and all that. This fucking group that we have, the 6 of us who bowl. Now, I'm gonna read our scores out. Jackson is the lowest just to set the tone, but the difference between first and fifth, and the reason why Jacko's low too is he had a sick leave, then he had the fucking the bowling up there in Brisbane. That's okay. That's sweet. The scores, though, the fucking scores, boys. There's, I think, about 250 pins between us 5, and then Jackson, well and truly, about 400, 500 off the pace. But it's okay. It's not a fucking sprint race. It's a steeplechase. I've got faith in you, Jackson. So, ranking from fucking first to fifth, 1,380 pins, 1,331, 1,275, 1,274. 1144. That's fucking unreal. Now, for those who don't know us, we're not that good. This is 3 weeks, 3 games a night. 9 games and we're that fucking high up. It's unreal. And I challenge anyone who listens to it from my work at least. If you want to 10-pin bowl me, fucking let's do it. Just ask me. Just say Uncle Taylor, and I'll go, yes, and we'll bowl. I'm keen. Let's do it. I'll make it happen. We'll fucking get down there. I'll bring the boys too. Then you can flog us all and fucking wipe the carpet with us. But it's been good bowling with you, Jess. I'm really enjoying it. You're coming back. I really am, man.
It's been really good. I've been really enjoying it heaps and just being more consistent with it. It's just fun to get together and have a fucking bowl, and yeah, it's good.
Who knows? You might be the next one to get a ball, huh?
Fuck, who knows, bro? We'll see.
Who knows?
I want to.
I think so, man. It'll probably cost you about 80 bucks.
Yeah.
80 bucker.
Yeah, that's easy.
Maybe 90 bucker. That's fine.
I'm looking at getting the shoes first, if I'm being honest with you, mate, because it's just the bowling shoes down there that they provide you with. So I think I'd rather, before the ball, get like some shoes. So I just find the shoes would make a difference, I reckon. So
it'll help you. That's an absolute guarantee. I can back that 100%. The shoes are a major fucking help. But you got to make sure you get it right instead of going, oh, yeah, I'm 13. I'm a size 13. You are and everything else except for fucking bowling shoes, Taylor.
Yeah, well, I'd want to try them on before I bought them, before I buy them.
Yeah.
It's just the ones that they have there. I feel like my feet are either going to slip out of it or they're just too loose. Even if you get the right size, the strapping on it's way too fucking loose. It's shit.
It's Velcro. Yeah, it's Velcro shit. That's what it is at the end of the day. So, no, good stuff, man. That's good. I love to hear it. Love to fucking hear it. What did I do during the week? Fucking work, and that's it. Went to work, bowled with you blokes on a Wednesday. Actually got really fucking crook the last 2 days. Fucking don't know if it was like a flu or a chest infection, whatever it is. Thursday night started feeling crap. Friday was average, and then just went downhill Saturday. So fucking fast. But Sam Bacall, fucking, I really believe saved me. I just sweat everything out. It was fucking unreal. So definitely recommend Sam Bacall if you can take it. I know some medications you can't. Fuck me, it was unreal. And then I went to work today, bit groggy, but nowhere near as dead as I was yesterday. So it was good. It was good. Yeah, you got me onto it. You fucking got me onto it. It's unreal, bro. Yeah. It's illegal. That medicine should be illegal, like a chupacabra demon. It's fucked.
I remember the first time you had it, you're like, you're like, oh my God, I feel like shit after this. I was like, what do you mean? You're like, I've been to the toilet like 27 times.
Man,
yeah, that's what
I was
happens. Like you
shitting through the eye of a straw, I think I'd actually told you,
How
Jackson.
good.
yeah. Like
But you
I
know
said,
what?
you
This
sweat
time,
out, sweat it out, and it goes out of everywhere. Like just goes, everything just
I
leaves you.
haven't. I've had no fucking liquid sit downs, as I like to say. I've had none of that. It's just been sweating.
Yeah, right.
Heavy fucking sweating. I think it's also part and parcel with the fucking tablets I'm taking to lose weight too. Metamine, Duramine.
Fuck, you still on that shit?
Yeah, bro. This is coming out to the end of my first 30 days. Got my 30-day chip.
Okay, nice.
So I'm gonna give it a week, get another $100 out, tap it, start taking it, and just watch the brain just go fucking wow, we're gonna end the party. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But yeah, that's
we're going
about
to
it.
take a quick break here. We'll be back with part 2 shortly. And here's part 2, and kicking back where we left off is Uncle Taylor.
Exactly. So listen, I pulled my pants down, couldn't find my cock, and then that's where I lost everything about it, you know? It's just one of those bad scenarios where, hey, shouldn't have probably done it at a kid's playground. Anyway, welcome back to the episode. Welcome back to the fucking uncooked universe. Uncle Taylor is firing on all cylinders tonight, kids. So, where the fuck were we, Jackson, before you cut me off?
Is it sad that I don't remember?
Oh, very, very, very sad. So, what we're going to do, we got 12 minutes before my beautiful wife has to head to bed. So, this is going to be slightly a little bit more fast paced. I had a lot of fun tonight. I actually laughed a fuckload tonight. This is what I needed, if I'm honest with you. So, we're going to hit a couple topics, just a rapid fire. Jackson, the audience screams for your participation, as they always do. So, talk. You got stuff you want to talk about tonight, I believe.
Yeah, well, you and I have both been getting into No Man's Sky quite a bit. So we've been, building our bases up, because while I was in Brisbane, we were having a chat about mining it. And so mining, setting up a base and mining stuff and, earning dollars super quickly in the game through mining. I know your setup is a lot more advanced than mine. Like at the moment, every 10 hours or something, I'm getting about 30,000 activated indium, which is one of the more expensive, or I think it's the most expensive thing in the game you can mine. Am I right from my understanding of that?
You are correct. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You are right.
So with that, every 10 hours get 30 grand. I'm pretty sure that's just under 40 mil. I think that is in value. So that's not too bad.
That's not bad at all. I mean, considering I'm getting 130 to 150,000 per mine.
Yeah.
Because I put the time in, it's definitely not the worst idea in the world. So it's good. It is good, Jackson. Is that it?
No. I thought you were going more on that. So when you normally go, it's good, and then you keep going on with other things. But no, other than that, we've just sort of been, devoting time in the game to sort of. I've been devoting time in the game to be, going through some missions as well to try and get a bit more further ahead in the game as well, but also setting up the base. The hard thing though with the planet that we're both on is the extreme weather. So basically, every 5 minutes or something like that, you have a massive storm that comes through for probably about 5 or 6 minutes of real time. So basically, you've got to bunker down in your base for 5 or 6 minutes, and then after that, usually if you time it appallingly like I usually do, as soon as that storm finishes, it's night, and so the temperature goes from say 136 degrees for the storm, goes straight down to -80, which is at the other extreme, and so it makes it quite difficult to sort of stay out there and sort of develop your mining gear in that weather, because you have to keep running to the base to sort of recover your temperature to stop you from dying out there.
So for those at home who don't know what this game is, Jackson, what's the game?
So well, basically, you can set up your base. You travel in a spaceship, between various planets. Each planet has its own sort of type of type of temperature, type of atmosphere, type of resources that you can mine. Various things on different planets. Sorry. That you can explore. You can go to different galaxies and visit space stations, which is sort of like trading posts in a way.
Yeah.
So you can buy and sell things there. You can buy freighters, which allow you then to go on it. You can send them out on expeditions, which will give you more money and items and things like that, which I tend to do quite a bit. But there's also like a multiplayer style space station called the Anomaly. I think it's called Space Anomaly or something like that. But yeah, the Anomaly it's known as. But basically, yeah, you're there, and other players who are playing the game at the same time also tend to go there. It's another huge trading post, so it's the main one that you tend to go to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a very warped way of explaining the game, Jacko. Thank you very much. I like it. Because see the thing that I'm just trying to throw you away?
Yeah.
Warp.
Oh yeah,
What's significant
you
about
warp
warping?
we are warp to other galaxies and get to explore that. Those galaxies by way of warping with your spaceship.
Would you say it's a time warp? It's
Yes
a
and no.
jump to the left.
I
No,
I sort of see it more like you're sort of using like a black hole sort of thing to go to a different like it's almost like a teleporter in a way. I don't know. I could be wrong, but
yeah.
that's sort of the way I've
So
always interpreted it.
so
Just to be clear,
to
I still have no concept of what the fuck this game is about. Just to
so
be honest.
effectively, it's Ark Survival meets basically meets like a Portal game in my eyes, except it's set in space, and you have several galaxies, kind of like think of the Milky Way, except infinitely bigger.
Yeah,
And as Jackson said, each planet, each solar system, each little area has its own unique characteristics in terms of animals, carnivorous plants, aliens. But you can also make intergalactional money, and also these other things called nanites by doing missions, doing group missions, and what we're talking about mining for certain things. Where there's certain metals in the game that makes you a lot of money. There's starships you can get, unique rare starships, and effectively the long term goal for the game. This game came out in 2016, and it was a massive failure after all the hype. It was the most pre-ordered game in the UK, is now one of the better ones on Xbox because the amount of time and dedication they put into the game. And instead of leaving and running with the money, they put all the money they made back into the game to make it better, releasing your own frigates, releasing space bounty, go hunting for pirates and shit, space pirates, um, underwater caverns, having all these different animals as pets, the entire nine. They really put their time and their money and their effort into making this game one of the better ones. It's on Xbox Game Pass and also on the PlayStation catalog. If I hope that helps in some way.
yeah.
It's basically think of it as a Sandlot game with no real consequences.
Right.
But you can just travel to different biomes, planets, galaxies. There's 3 different races, that kind of thing. And there's also a really good backstory to a lot of them if you progress in the mission, along the mission's path, which is good. I think definitely look it up if you haven't had a look at it, Jesse. It's pretty fucking interesting. I don't mind the game. I made an underwater base yesterday, and I'm pretty happy with that. So I can definitely talk about that.
And
But
one
no,
of the
well,
other things I want to talk about, unless you're talking about another No Man's Sky topic.
Go ahead.
So the team that you've heard through many episodes we've spoken about this, but Gas Station Simulator, which is another game that I play quite a bit. They've just released that they're actually releasing out 2 more games along the simulator field as well. So we've got Gas Station Simulator. You'll also have Diner Simulator, where you sort of manage and run a diner. But you've also got Motel Simulator as well, which is coming out, where you'd be able to also sort of manage and run a motel as well.
What the
They've
fuck?
only just released
So you're
that the
telling
other
me-
day.
You're telling me I can go virtually clean up someone's cum off the fucking toilet seat? Is that what you're telling me?
That was my first fucking thought.
Basically.
Bro,
But I mean, you
fuck
basically
me.
you could do that
Scrub
anyway
the
in
shit
Gas Station
stains out.
Simulator when you clean up the toilets in the Gas Station Simulator anyway. You're
Exactly.
basically doing that.
What?
But,
Cum?
no, not specifically. No, but
No,
you clean things up, yeah.
no. Stop it, Jackson. Stop it. Dirty boy. Down. Bad dog. So, okay, you got 2 different games that are coming out. Okay, that's cool. Are they bringing out are they bringing out the that gas station simulator to the Xbox yet?
Yes, the last thing I actually checked this last night because it was meant to be late this year. They still haven't put a release date out there, but it's still saying late this year. So whether or not that
Perfect.
gets pushed back to early 2023 or whether that stays late this year is yet to be seen. But of course, as soon as I get any word on that, I'll let you guys know.
That would be nice. Thank you, Jacko.
Of course.
There's a game that I'm gonna be streaming very soon. Once I get the next couple of weeks out of the way. Bit busy the next couple of weeks. Cooking Simulator.
Cooking Simulator. I don't think you've heard of this one.
It just gets fucking better and better, doesn't it? Let's simulate a cooking game and not fucking eat afterwards. It's great.
So, the synopsis: take control of a highly polished, realistic kitchen equipped with all kinds of utensils and stand. Unlock and master over 60 recipes. There's your thank you, Phil Dogs. Or use dozens of lifelike ingredients to cook everything
You
you
just say
like.
recipes.
That's what he says. And then when I said to him, Phil, you have a lisp, he goes, I don't have a wisp. And it's the best fucking thing. And I swear to fucking God, I'm not lying. But I'm looking at the game here. If you boys can only see this, it's specific as fuck, like 1 gram of pouring, 3 eggs. And I'm just looking at some of this shit. I'm either going to lose my channel or I'm going to lose my fucking brain. One of the two. Let's find out what first.
I'm already losing my fucking brain thinking about it.
But will you watch it, Jesse?
I will. I will.
Oh, so shut your fucking mouth.
No, it's because you're fucking streaming it and I support my mates. If I had fucking better things to do on a Friday night, you best believe I'd fucking be doing it. But fuck, like, bro, you'd have to get yourself some fucking Maccas or something. As you
need some Adderall or something, you know. It's fucked.
I need a fucking bro.
So that's something there. I'm definitely.
So while Jesse's having a brain aneurysm, do you want to tell us exactly when you plan to be streaming?
It's going to be a couple of weeks. I've got events this weekend coming up. I'm going to see Kiss on Friday night. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's fucking bucket list there. There you go, Al. That's what I'm looking forward to seeing. And then Saturday, I'm catching up with an old friend, Sage Mitchell, and he's going to come up and he listens to the podcast regularly. So I'm looking very forward to hanging out with him, seeing how he's going. So it's going to be good. It's going to be very good.
Nice, bro.
Now, we're about to wrap up, unless there's something else you guys want to talk about. I just want to take control for a couple of minutes here and be a lot more serious. So unless you guys have something to laugh about, this is your best time.
I'm good, bro. Take it away.
Okay, so here at the Uncle Taylor Show, we have a lot of laughs, and my streams, we have a lot of giggles, and we make fun, and we're very lighthearted, and it's a wonderful thing to be. During the week, a footy coach passed away, Paul Green, who was formerly with the North Queensland Cowboys, their maiden premiership winning coach. Cronulla Shark, the Sydney Rooster, I think he was a Brisbane Bronco, I think, as well. But nonetheless, I know he's a Shark and a Rooster, guarantee it. And I think he was 49 years of age, and he took his life. And, you know, it's a really fucked world we live in, and you know it's these things that pop up are forgotten very quickly. That they've had 3 days of talking about it. I think it was on Thursday that he passed away, and there's been like 3 days or 4 days where they've talked about it, and there's not been much since, and which is fine. Of course, the world moves on at a very quick rate. There's always something new happening, but what is highlighted is that Paul Green had family, had young family, and this was just sudden for them. There was no writing on the wall. He was with the Cronulla Sharks on Saturday night. They had their old boys little segment that they have with the older players who come in from, yesteryear. And there was no signs that he was upset. And these are the things that I really highlight in a very serious way with all my friends and all my family and people who know me. Um, it's a very hard world we live in again. I keep stressing that, but taking your life is definitely not something that should ever really try and creep into your mind. Um, and even the referee who did the 2019, who made a really bad call in the Roosters and Raiders game, Jared Sutton, I think it is, the bald one.
Cummings, I think.
Cummings was one of the two. I mean, we sit here all the time. We can say there's no inconsistency with the refs; they're all shit, rah rah. But he shared that he had some really negative thoughts on his life that creeped in after that call, and he locked himself away for a week at his house. His kids got bullied, and that's when it kind of really gets to a point, I guess, in a logical way, that there are much bigger things than sport. There are much bigger things than working, and even for the matter of this podcasting and that. So, with respect to Paul Green and the really sad news that he did take his life at a very young age, just know, for all the listeners out there who are listening, there is help, there is support, there are people who do care, there are people who do want to hear your problems, and they do want to try and help fix whatever scenario you're in, whatever situation you've got yourself into. There's always solutions to try and help you get better, help you live, help you do things, whatever your scenario may be. So don't feel like you're ever alone in this world. And again, very sorry to hear and very sad to hear the news that he did pass away. But reach out to your friends more. Nico Hines said, we talk about Are You OK Day. It is around the corner. It's a couple of weeks away. I know it's something me and Jack are very passionate about, and yourself as well, Jesse. But, it really is, are you okay? And we don't need these footy players to come on board and talk about suicide awareness when something happens. It's something we should talk about a shitload more. So I just encourage you tonight or today, whenever you're listening to this, in your groups and your friends on your own, to just talk more to your mates, reach out to them, and just let them know how you're feeling. And all it takes is as simple as, hey, you going, mate? Is everything okay? Or, hey, do you have time to talk? It's these small things that can help someone go a very long way. And on that note, thank you, boys, for coming on. Rest in peace, Paul Green, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thank you very much for listening. And just remember, I'll make sure Jacko puts this in, all the solutions you have here in Australia. Internationally, look up your local directory, of course. But here in Australia, we'll make sure we put in the link to your support that you can get in times of crisis and that kind of stuff. Thank you, boys. We'll see you next week.